Hey there and welcome. I'm Trish, your navigator. What kind of week do we have coming up? Let's go see what Spirit has to tell us. And I call on white and golden light to fill our space as our guides, angels, and ascended masters attend to hold space for our communications. I ask Spirit to deliver the highest and best guidance as we commence. So what type of week are we going to have? Subconsciously, it's the Six of Swords. Heading toward better waters. Coming into the week, we have the Seven of Swords. Midweek, we have the Sun. It looks like the Sun came out. And Ace of Stones in the West, which is Pentacles. So it looks like we go from a fruitless situation and we work our way toward abundance, or abundance being offered to us. Let's look further. What kind of information does this energy coming in from the past have to tell us? We have the Ten of Cups, and we have the Five of Wands. So it looks like there's been a lot of mixed bag coming in, because with the Ten of Cups, it has to do with total satisfaction, with total love, with you've gained a level in terms of emotions are concerned. Perhaps what's happened with the Seven of Swords coming in, that, and with the Five of Wands, there's been conflict, there's been betrayals, there have been all kinds of things. Perhaps you've been able to move past that. You were able to observe instead of participate. Let's look a little bit further. Ten of Swords, yeah, it was certainly the end of a cycle, that's for sure. Eight of Stones. And Seven of Stones. So it looks like a lot of seven, a lot of spiritual energy happening here. Seven is the number of spirit. You have Eight of Pentacles here, where there has been some work involved. The work could be that you have leveled up, that you moved past the disappointments, and you've gained control. Perhaps there was some knowledge that you needed to hone in on, and you actually got it, and it gave you a lot of satisfaction knowing that you have it. That knowledge could have come through some kind of conflict. Perhaps you worked your way through the conflict, putting you at the next level, and it would be that would bear out, because in the middle of the week here we have the Sun. The Sun illuminates, gets rid of all the shadow. Perhaps what you've worked through is some shadow work. Although it's stressful and scary and stuff to do shadow work, ultimately it's satisfying, because now you're sloughing away all the excess baggage, so that you can go forth as a new person. Son of Cups in the north, which is the Prince. Father of Wands in the east, that's Brahma. And that's the King of Wands. So it looks like you have worked up through a princedom to actually becoming the king. So it's the King of Wands is someone who has, yeah, he's gone through some stuff, but he has control of his domain. He's a very confident person, and he's able to take anything on. And perhaps from what you've done, what has happened previous to this week, by you working through it, it has allowed you to gain confidence. Five of Swords, Chariot, and King of Swords. You've done a lot of thinking too, because I mean there's a lot of sword play here. a lot of thinking, a lot of being up in the air, but you have moved through it. That's what the Chariot is showing here, and it's allowed you to get to the point where, as the King of Swords, you now can control your thoughts. Now you have high discernment in terms of you're able to cut to the chase. You have the sword of truth. You're able to move forward, which is what the Six of Swords is anyway. You're moving to calmer waters with the Six of Swords. You have the Ace of Pentacles in your future toward the end of the week. You have the Magician. And you have the Nine of Stones, which is material gain. That's the Nine of Pentacles. So it looks like you are using your tools and the abundance that Spirit is bringing you to put you in a position where you feel comfortable, that you feel like now you are in total abundance. Now you are comfortable. You've worked through a lot of stuff. You've taken a bit of a rest and been able to stop and realize the environment that you've created. Death, love, which is the Two of Cups, and Five of Pentacles, which is material difficulty. You've been able to work through that, though. You have a king here, the King of Wands here, that has helped you work through that, and also the King of Swords. So it's you have been shown that you can work through any kind of difficulty. Perhaps what occurred was that you were getting into a position where you could have some material difficulty. However, you worked your way through it, and with partnerships, you've been able to transform that difficulty to where you were into a better position. Let's do a little bit of clarification. Let's see. Let's have a little bit more clarification on this end of the week. Come on, man. Wheel of Fortune. Wheels are changing. Here's the Six of Swords again. Yeah, you are moving to calmer waters. Your luck has changed because of what you've gone through. It shows that the energy is changing through this week, and indeed we just changed signs. So yeah, and there's a bit of you have a lot of messages coming. There's a lot of quickness here. It could be almost like this week could be like a slingshot for you in terms of there's a lot of potential here in the middle, and you're able to connect with that potential and shoot yourself forward. Don't allow yourself to get caught in the moment. There's a potential here because of what you've gone through to rest in that moment a little bit too long, to where you end up. You can pay homage to the event, but don't waddle in it. Allow yourself to see it for what it is so that you can move forward. And certainly Spirit's here helping you move forward and with the Chariot. So it's the Scorpio energy is here, in that you're being asked to die and reborn and be reborn again. Allow the strife and stuff that you've gone through, that you did pick up knowledge from. Allow that to stay in the past now. Don't reanimate it in the future. Let's see what little guy. Joy as it is here. There's joy in the future. You've gone through this, you've learned the lessons and stuff, you're working toward joy. And that's what the Six of Swords here, both consciously and subconsciously, that's what you're striving for. So joy has shown up to shower its light on you so that you can move forward. Don't get stuck. There's a potential to get stuck here. Don't just keep moving forward. Use the Chariot and move forward. Thank you, guides, angels, and ascended masters for attending today. We give gratitude as we close this space, and I ask for all cords to be returned to their originators. And so it is. So thank you so much for coming and looking at this weekly read. I appreciate it. Please tell me in the comments what resonated with you as far as this is concerned. Take what is yours and leave the rest behind. Until next time, thanks, and we'll see you again really soon.